Okay, now what I'm going to do is show you how you basically see or feel by pressing down on the peg with the bike standing up how your adjustments made a difference. I've checked this adjustment before and after making these videos, and unfortunately it doesn't feel a whole lot different, probably because the shock already from my riding needs to be rebuilt and has entrapped air. But when you get it rebuilt and you have a properly working shock, this is how you can tell, besides riding it and feeling what the bike does, as to how your suspension settings are. Ideally, you want to press down on the peg while holding the bike up, and you want the front and the rear of the bike to move up and down equal amounts and with equal force. Unfortunately, we don't have preload control in the front with these WR forks, so what you'll see is the front stays up a little higher than the back does, albeit with different settings, but it probably wouldn't change a lot. So I'm going to take up the kickstand, move the rocks out of the way, and you'll see me bounce the bike up and down a couple times to see what I'm talking about. Now, you see what I did there, bouncing it up and down, and you saw the front wasn't moving much. I had the front set up pretty stiffly too, to take that impact every time I go over those deep whoops I was mentioning and not bury me down into the whoop. I want to try to be stiff in the front and go across the whoops as fast as I can without having the bike change position, pitch or awe, whatever you call when it leans back, too much. So when you do have a properly working shock and you do that, or on any suspension you do that, you should see it move pretty evenly. But if you make your changes and your shock isn't in need of rebuilding like mine, you should feel some difference between, say, a maximum hard setting and a maximum soft setting. All right, hope that helps.